Episode 21. Cheers. We are back.
And how crazy is this? So this is episode 21. We have one more episode that's going to be a live episode that's going to end season 2.
I know.
So we are
I cannot believe that.
seasons, which seasons mean nothing in the podcast world, we know.
No, but it's over a year.
It's been over a year consistently.
I know, that is crazy
I know.
to me. I mean, I have been honored to be able to do this with you. I
I
mean,
know.
it's seriously, like, it's
Me
a
too.
big, you know, I think we've improved. I think we made progress. We've gotten good feedback. We've
I hope
had
so.
people, like, that seem to enjoying it.
I hope
I
so.
went to Cup of Joke the other day, and this guy said to me, I don't know who it was, and he said to me, oh, you're the one that does that podcast with Tammy. He's like, you two are funny.
I think we're funny too.
And I'm like, why would you watch our podcast?
Right. I love it. I know.
I could barely get myself to say thank you because I was so like
Shocked by it.
dude, seriously, you haven't got better things to do.
I know.
But-
I know we say it all the time, but I miss when we're not shooting. Like I enjoy doing
Agreed.
it. I love that people listen every so often and learn something. Like I just
And that they comment,
Yeah.
right? I think that's so anyway, thank
Yeah.
you for that. We are charging through with season 3.
we are. And thanks to Alyssa, I think she's upped our game. She's done a great job
Alyssa
with
has, yes.
social media and our website and posting, and she's gotten us consistent. And I think she's been a huge win for us.
Yeah. That's my only thing was we joked about.
Oh, your 6 fingers.
Our 6.
That was hilarious.
She did a caricature, which we thought was really cool.
I thought it was
because we're like-
great. I loved it. I was posting it everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm like, look
we're
how
like
fun.
so in the world, and we're so cool, and both hands have 6 fingers.
6
which I
fingers.
thought was I didn't even know.
I
this.
didn't either.
And she's like, I said, oh, the caricature was sort of funny, and she said, did you know she has 6 fingers on both hands? I'm like, no.
That was so funny.
Anyway, so she has been a huge help to us.
Yeah,
so.
that's been a huge help. So yeah,
Yeah.
so 2
Yeah.
seasons down. Really,
Yeah,
I mean, we're
it's
almost there,
crazy.
which is
Yeah,
fun.
It's crazy. We're going to wrap with a
We've
live
been on
session.
location a lot this season,
We have moved
which has been
around.
great.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed that. I mean,
know.
I love being at the coffee shop, but I've loved
Yeah.
getting out to different places.
I think so too. It gives us a little vibe.
A little. Is that what we have?
Vibe. Yeah. We're
So
leaders.
I've enjoyed that. I've loved that.
Yeah.
So season 3, we'll kick off with Joy, which I'm excited about that.
Yeah, we went a little lighter.
Yeah,
when we
which is
planned
good because
this
season
back in
2,
the
I feel like
fall.
season
Yeah.
2 is a little bit
You know
heavier.
what this does mean is that we have to start planning again.
I know, because we're
'Cause
almost through.
We're almost through season
know.
3. I mean 2 and now, and yeah, it goes so fast.
Because we said we'll take off August and then kick off again. So season
Yeah.
3 takes us through August.
I know, but that's going
Which
to be
we're
here
almost
before
there.
We know it. Oh,
I know. I do feel season 2 is a little heavier.
a
A little more content, a little bit heavier. I felt like season 1 was lighter, more comical,
Well, we're probably getting more people because there's a little more
substance.
A little
hopefully.
more substance, yeah.
Yeah, a little heavier in season 2.
Yeah, well, we both had heavy seasons.
Yeah, we did have heavy seasons.
Yeah, we've had heavy seasons. So,
Yeah.
but we're back to leadership.
Leadership?
Which we sort of
Our misfits
we're
of
sort
leadership.
on the uphill.
Mishaps.
Back to things that we know. So mishaps. We ended last time talking about confessing up.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty cool expression.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that.
Yeah.
So, I don't do that.
I don't do that well either.
I have a tendency to just
Me too.
wherever I am.
Me too.
Yeah.
And after I do it, I realize, oh, I maybe shouldn't have said that. Or that was maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Or especially with coworkers. Like I think I'm being
Yes.
vulnerable and I feel like I'm relational, but in reality, I'm probably burdening them with things that they don't need burdened with.
Right.
It's not them.
Like that are our responsibilities, like payroll.
Right.
Or, we need to come up with a marketing strategy. Well, that is like my job.
Right.
Right? And so, yes, I need help. Yes, I'm going to delegate parts of it, but the sense of like putting it on them
Yeah.
is without a plan. I think it's okay to say, I want you to help create this vision with me. Let's see what this goes. But you got to have something before you go, because then it does just become a burden.
Right.
Like, bring me a solution. And they're probably thinking that about me, bring me a solution and not your problem. And so I thought that was really wise.
Well, and it hit
counsel
me
for
as much as with the life work side of things. It's constantly, we don't have money. We don't have money. And I
Right.
thought, we don't
Yeah.
have money. But as the leader of life work, is that the message I'm sending is always this, we don't have money and it's
Yeah.
never going to be,
Of course
and
it- yeah,
I
of
don't
course
want
it is,
that to
yeah.
be the message, but I'm carrying that and I'm confessing that
Yeah.
I don't know. It was an interesting.
No, I think that that's a very good, I think that that's just a very good check. And I think sometimes we're not trying to not be vulnerable. We're not trying to not be genuine, but the dark side or the flip side of that is that you can be too much of those, and then you don't need your people worried about you.
Right.
Right? Yes, from a personal perspective, or yes, from a you can pray for me perspective, but I don't think, airing all of the things that keep you up at night is probably keep me up at night is probably what I should do, and I have a tendency to do that. I think
We were talking about the difference between authenticity in this meeting that and transparency.
Yeah.
And we still need to be authentic and somewhat transparent sometimes, but not all the time.
Yeah.
And then there should be, and that's kind of what we came to at the end of the meeting was there should be a handful of people that you are brutally authentic and transparent with.
Right.
That you know and can trust will not, your transparency and your vulnerability and your authenticity won't trip them up.
Yes.
There is something to, as a leader, making sure that what I say or what I'm experiencing isn't going to cause the person that I'm sharing it with, like a weaker brother. It's not going to cause them to stumble. I have to be able to share it with people that I know can handle that.
In your small organization where we don't necessarily have layers of people.
Right. Well, and I think that's where, after this conversation, I had a conversation with my husband about that. And I said, listen, you have to be my one that I can come to with all the junk.
Right.
Because I can't take it to the Cup of Job staff. They don't need to hear my junk.
Exactly.
And I do bring them my junk a lot, and they don't need to hear my junk.
Yeah.
But I got to be able to get it out. So, Sean, you have to be my person that I bring the junk to. I think I can bring my junk to you and not be afraid that if I have a day where I just go off.
You're just venting.
You're not thinking, oh my gosh, Tammy's lost her marbles and I'm going to cause you to stumble and walk away from the Lord because I'm screaming bloody murder about whatever.
Right.
So there have to be people that I think we put in our lives that we take all that junk to. But especially women, I think we tend to just put it out there. And as they were saying this, I thought, I probably dump a lot on my staff that I don't need to dump on.
Yeah. Because I think that's hard to know the difference, right? Especially because I think as leaders, we're very genuinely interested in where everybody is and how their lives are from a we're setting you up to be success perspective, right? Long term, that means that I care about your personal life. That means I care about your kids.
Carry their junk as the
for
leader.
Sure. Yeah.
I need them to tell me I had this kind of a day and that kind of day. So I have to carry their junk. And sometimes I think I share my junk so that they'll share theirs. But I'm really burdening them sometimes, I think.
I think that there's a hard line because then you can't be genuine if you can't
it's tough.
So I do think it's a good check.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that it's wait a minute. I have got to tell you about the famous eyelash curler.
Oh, sorry, my lips were chapped. I had to put this on. Do you love it?
Oh my God, how fun is
Isn't it? But it's all I can describe it is like a warm hug on my eyelash.
This is the coolest
I
thing
know, I love
ever.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
And it was like $15. It was like the cheapest thing in the world. But
I
it was
don't have
like
any makeup on today, but I was like, that
love
thing
it.
is cool.
It is literally a warm hug on my eyelash.
I've got to tell Tammy that.
I love
keep
it.
forgetting to tell
I
you
love
that.
it. Love it.
Now, what was I saying?
I don't know.
I don't know. Rewind. Oh,
shiny.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Oh, your beauty
my chapstick on. My
process
lips are
over here
chapped.
made
I'm
me
sorry.
think about my eyelashes.
My lips are chapped.
But I think it's a good check, right? It's because I also think you can't hold so much in that you're not a vulnerable leader and genuine, and people know where you stand. So I do think that there is.
It's a balance. But when they said that, confess up, I thought, that's an interesting.
I like that.
I haven't talked about.
So
when have you? Sorry, go ahead.
No, do you think you're so that you have work mat carriers? Are yours different? Do you think you have work people and life people, or are they all the same? Because it's sort of you could go to your mat carriers, and
I don't have mat carriers at work. In that regard,
Right.
I would say, Jen is a mat carrier for me, but she's on life and she works with me.
Right.
But
Right.
she doesn't, I don't have mat carriers at work because
Yeah.
I'm the leader at the work.
I
So
know.
I really am the
That's-
one that's carrying them.
I know.
Not that I don't tell them, hey, things are rough or things are tight, but
Yeah.
I don't. Jen and Marsha, I'll share some personal stuff with just because we're friends on the outside.
Yeah.
But like to my baristas and my staff and to the.
No, for sure.
I don't go in
For
and,
sure. Yeah.
I don't think I would
I
consider
think I
them mat carriers.
overshare sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I probably don't need to. That everybody doesn't need to know exactly
Yeah.
everything that's going on. But I do have people like that know the financials, that know the HR stuff, but I don't know that they know all of the burdens. So it's interesting because I could work on that.
I know. It just
I
the
could
way
work on
these
that.
guys said it too. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I got to think about how I do that.
Yeah.
I definitely
agree.
think I throw some burdens on some people at work that I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, I would
I
agree.
dump some stuff on them. I dump some stuff on the board that I'm like, I probably shouldn't. Like,
Yeah. But although I was thinking that part of my board, at least, is where I should go for my mat carriers. Like, I certainly dump a lot of it on Rodney, right? He hears a lot of it. And, sometimes he listens and tries to give me solutions. And other times he's like, yep, that's why you get that job and I don't have to do that, right? You're so good at that. And so I get to vent there. But I don't know that I wouldn't call them mat carriers, like how I interact with the board,
Right.
in terms of that.
yeah, I don't either.
Yeah,
I
but
think
your board could be.
It could be.
you
For
could-
work, they could be.
Yeah, for work.
Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, what were you
Have you
gonna say?
ever shared sometime, somewhere where after you shared, you thought, oh, I shouldn't have done that?
Oh, yeah, I could probably count the times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. I mean, there's been definitely times where I've shared
Yeah.
and then I walked away and thought, oh, I didn't need to say
They
that.
didn't
They
need
didn't
to
need to know that
Yeah,
about
no,
me.
no,
Or
no. So many times. I don't even have a good example because it happens probably all the
Yeah.
time. That it's
But
like,
it happens sometimes, and then I walk away and I go, I didn't need to share all that.
I know.
But as I'm saying that and thinking of some examples in my mind, I usually feel better after I share, which I think is a female trait. Like, we just have to
Yeah.
get it out there.
Right, we just
as
have
soon as I get it out there, then I'm like, oh, I'm great. Like,
Yeah.
I just need to get it out
Right,
there.
right.
So I probably shouldn't have shared, but when I get it out there, then I'm like, oh,
Well, and I think
good.
we have to discern who to share with. Sometimes we just share it, maybe without necessarily discerning who we should share it to.
which is where having a person.
Yes.
I always say that, whether it's a Voxer or a
Right.
Marco Polo, where I can just
Yes.
get it out.
Exactly.
And I'm fine.
And
I just
right.
gotta get it off
Just
of
gotta
my
tell you
chest.
this.
Yeah, I just gotta get it off my chest.
Yeah.
You don't need to do anything with it. You don't even need to listen to it. I just need to get it off my chest.
Right. Right.
But I think sometimes I
We
don't
do
get it
do
off my
that.
chest and then
Yeah.
I share it with somebody that's not appropriate.
Right. We do that.
Yeah.
And then I think it's hard to change someone's mind. Like if you complained about someone.
Right.
Like, an employee and been like, I can't believe she did that or I can't believe he did that. And then you change your mind about it.
Right. Which
And
we
then-
do
which we
every
do
2
all
seconds.
the time.
Right.
Right. I
Now
mean,
you've put it
it was
out
just
there.
a venting.
Yep.
And then it turns into, oh, she doesn't like. We have this going on with this software at our office right now, which I think is hysterical. Monday.com. Everyone's like, know how much Kristen loves Monday.com. I know how much Kristen loves Monday.com, and I'm like, no, like it's words in my mouth that yes, I deal with it because it works, and yes, I was part of the setup, and yes, it doesn't mean I'm not open to something else.
Alternate, right.
But I think it just because maybe I overshared.
Yeah.
But so anyway, I just
Well, and I think we were at a Bible study one time and everybody was talking about being vulnerable and being open and everybody needs to just share. And I remember saying to somebody, listen, there's some things you should share and some things you shouldn't.
Yeah.
For example, if my son is smoking weed
yeah.
and I announce that to the world
Right.
and y'all are like, in the moment, you go,
Right.
oh, Tammy, I'm so sorry.
Right.
We're going to pray for him.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. But then all of a sudden you need a babysitter.
Right.
Guess who you're not calling?
Right.
You're not calling my son because he's
Yes.
smoking weed, as you shouldn't.
Right.
But because I put that out there, you now have
Yeah.
whether you mean it or not, and you can say, I feel
Yeah.
for you and I'm praying for you, but there is something now in your mind that you are going to think differently about my
Right.
son.
Right.
As I would your daughter or anything.
Yeah.
So like,
Right.
there is a place to share some stuff and there's a place not to.
Yeah.
If I tell you my husband's struggling with an X, Y, and Z,
Right.
and you can say, I'm going to pray for you. But then all of a sudden you see my husband out.
Right.
You're going to think differently of him based on what I shared.
Right.
But that might not be the place to share that.
Yeah.
And so
Well,
sometimes
that's-
I don't want to know.
But I think you also have to pick those people
Right.
very carefully because, you know, I feel like you and I can share stuff and we don't then do that, right? There has to be a maturity and a
Yes.
trust level
Right.
of, you know, you leave me a Voxer and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's hot.
Yeah.
You know, and she is ranting
Yep.
and she's going on. And then I'll call you back 2 hours later and you're like, oh,
It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So, but
It is.
but I'm not going to carry that with me.
Right.
That, oh, Tammy said this or she said that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and now I don't like the employee that she has because
She said this,
She
yes.
said, right. And so I think that's why it's so important to pick
So I think
the right
that's when we
people,
talk
but-
about mat carriers.
Yeah.
I think that describes a good mat carrier.
Yeah.
Someone that
Yeah.
I can really open up and say all the stuff to,
Right.
and they aren't going to think less.
Either way.
Either way.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
And to the person that would think less, that's not even wrong of them. I think less, like,
Yeah.
and not less in the sense of, I'm just going to think differently when you
Right.
share some things with me.
Right.
It is just what it is.
Right.
I mean,
Right. Well, and I think we're looking for the people that aren't going to judge.
Right.
Right. And that know you well enough.
Right. That's it.
To
They have to know you
It's
well
got to go
enough.
deep
Yeah.
enough. You have to have a relationship that's deep enough that says, you know,
Yeah.
like now, I think that's funny that you said
Right.
that. Right. I
Right.
mean, because that is what happens
Right.
to us, I think, in a work environment. And so,
and those relationships take time.
for sure.
I mean, it
I think
really
they do.
takes time.
I think they do.
It takes walking through life together
Yeah.
for a while to
Yeah.
learn that and to know them. So, I
Right.
mean, it's
Yeah.
interesting. But anyways, that was a fun,
Yeah. Also, interesting call.
yeah,
I think
it was.
that was good.
It's always funny on those calls because it's all guys.
'cause it's all
so
men.
it's really funny to
Right.
hear their perspective. And then they'll be like, Tammy, what do you think? And I'm like, you don't really want to know what I
Yeah.
think because I'm so far off.
Have I got this
you know,
different
yeah,
than you?
It's fun. But
Yeah.
Okay, mishaps.
Yeah, mishaps.
Misfits,
Well, we just talked
mishaps.
about
That's a
some.
mishap I
Those are mi-
definitely
those are-
shared
those
when
are
I
mishaps.
shouldn't have. But what? Any other mishaps in the last couple of weeks?
Oh gosh, there's always stuff. I guess, but I'm drawing like a total blank on. We were just doing our Bible study at lunch, actually, and I don't run it, right? Because I just don't want everybody to feel like they have to come or whatever. So we do this Bible study on Thursdays, and I just talk too much. You know, and I'm like, why can't I just follow?
Yeah.
Why can't I just sit in this room and just follow? And it's like, cuz I have something to add. And I have something that I could say. And I walked out and I'm like, I apologize. I'm like, I know I overshared about the psalm that I was reading today and Exodus. And, I think, we are the first apologizer when it comes to that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I do the
And we
same
have
thing.
to. And so, it's not funny, but it's funny, right? I mean, I think I just,
Well, I do it at Life Work all the time.
Yeah.
I get up there. I mean, and I'll start, and I'm like, they're not there to hear me. They
Yeah.
don't care to hear
Right,
me. But
right.
I somehow feel like I've got a story for everything, or
Yeah.
some biblical knowledge that I have to impart that no one else can. And you're like,
Right.
I'll go into the session saying, Lord, it's not about me.
Right.
Help
Yeah.
me keep my mouth shut.
Take the stage.
I have all these speakers. Like, I'm trying to give it up to everybody else, and I'll still somehow talk too much.
It's your gifting.
I need to learn the gift of
Yeah.
quiet
Yeah.
sometimes. The same thing on a Zoom meeting. I'm like, just don't say anything.
Right.
Mute yourself.
Right.
And mute
Right.
myself so
Mute
that
yourself.
I can't. And then somehow I'm unmuting. Like, I got something really important to say.
I have often prayed, lately particularly, like, Lord, just make me mute.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just keep my mouth shut and don't let me say anything. And as a leader, I mean, it's just hard.
It's hard.
It's just hard because you do have experience and wisdom, and you're like,
Well, and some
we've
people
done
are
this
just-
before, and we're not going to do it this way. But we got to go down the path, and and my mind is going, okay, we're wasting time, we're wasting
Right.
energy,
Right.
We're
Right.
there's
And they're
so
done
many.
that. Yep.
things that we could be doing differently. And
Rodney's now calling me.
oh, nice.
Can we put him on now?
No.
Why is he calling me?
I have no idea.
He's like, I can't get Kristen, so I'm calling Tammy.
I don't know. But he's just gonna have to.
Now he's really going to be
He's
mad.
Have to wait.
He's going
on
to be
the
like,
Lord to
I'm
finish
seriously
this
trying to get a
podcast.
hold of my wife, and I'm calling everybody. And
Carol
well,
would come get me if it was
that's
really.
hilarious that he's calling me. I don't know what it's about. He never calls me.
He could say butt dial, but
Maybe.
how would you be?
I mean, I'm getting a voicemail.
Look at that.
I mean, that's a good voicemail he's leaving me.
He probably heard you talking about.
He probably
like,
did.
Like you appreciate.
I mean, that's a good voicemail.
He's still talking.
I mean, he's leaving me a message.
Nice.
I don't know.
Nice.
We'll see.
Well, there you go. Let's talk about that.
The
won't
first
we?
time somebody interrupted. Rodney, you called at the wrong time.
That's funny. Yes. Yeah. So I think that like there are
Yeah.
often times that we have to be quiet, but I don't.
I had a mishap.
mishaps.
And again, I know we're off on our timing of when we release these, but I thought I did my due diligence
Oh.
for this campaign. Again, it's
Yeah.
going to be a lot about the campaign, but I had, been guided. Those that know what they're doing were like, you just need to get the word out. You just
Yeah.
need people talking about it. So you need to just send a message to everybody in your phone,
Yeah.
and in your emails, like just to everybody. And you need to do. And so I did this video and I researched this app that you have to download. I just subscribe to some app that lets me send bulk messages to people, but it comes individually so they can, I practiced it with my family to make, I thought I
Yeah.
did everything right. And then I sent it out in bulk to 190 people. And it did not go out right. It did, but I didn't.
Yeah.
It was just a little bit glitchier than what I realized. So then people are responding like, what is this? Why? And I was like, oh, I thought I did it right. And so, I am mishapping my way through this
When you
campaign.
do new
I am
things,
just fumbling all
you should
over
be
the
proud of
place.
yourself for doing new things because that like if you're learning and like
Big
but yeah,
fumbles.
That's funny.
Big fumbles. Somebody I sent it to who knows more, reached out and was like,
Yeah.
I should get you with my strategist. And, and then it's funny. I have
That's
to be
funny.
very, I need to have tougher skin, which I thought I had tough skin.
Yeah.
But I
I
got
bet.
a lot of listen, don't send this to me. Take me off your list. I'm not into the, and these are people that I know.
Right.
I didn't send
These
it to
aren't
strangers. These
right.
were in my
This
phone.
isn't-
I have your phone number. So these are,
and
I
you're
might not
getting-
have talked to you for a couple years, but
you're opting
you're in
out.
my phone and you're just kind of opting out, which is fine. But I just
little-
have to have a little bit of tougher
Yeah,
skin
yeah,
than
yeah.
I think I realized and have to kind of let that go. And
That's interesting.
I've been hard.
That is a good mishap because I think as leaders we think we do have tough skin.
Yeah.
And then somebody says something and you're like,
Oh,
this happened
yeah.
to me a month ago or whatever. And one of my close people said, I just want to make sure, I'm going to tell you some hard things. And I'm like, okay. And my first question was, are you leaving?
Right.
Because I was
Get that out of the way first. Got to deal with that first.
the answer was no. I'm like, I can pretty much handle anything.
Yes.
And I did without crying and stuff, but I had to really take it in and go, oh, right?
Yep.
Like there is a perception that maybe I wouldn't want to listen to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also got told that I was intimidating, not in a work environment, but in a personal environment. Did I tell you that already? Did we already talk about that?
That was a while ago.
Okay.
That
well,
you would, I think that maybe is twice then that two people think you're very intimidating.
No, it's probably
The same one?
yeah. It's one of my kids.
Oh. Oh, I didn't
Yes.
think it was one of
Yeah,
your kids.
Yeah. Alex told me he thought it was. He says, "Mom, you're intimidating," and I'm like, and he's like, "It's not your problem. It's everybody around you's problem." He said.
well, that's good.
And he said because you sort of got it together, and it feels like you got it together, and you always have an answer. And he's like, most of the time it's right. So it's, but he said, just so you know, like, it's intimidating. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not necessarily going for that.
Right. That's not what I
You
want.
know, even though I wanted to say, like,
I
well,
am
I'm
always
old.
right. I am always right
Like,
if you'd listen.
Like, you get wisdom from being
right.
old. And I've been through a lot of crap. So, yeah, I, probably could be that.
Yeah.
So it was funny.
Yeah.
But it was, and we can laugh about it, but it was,
It's hard.
Like people, I think when you're a leader, think they can tell you anything.
Yeah.
And attack you, sort of. And you think, oh, I'm not as thick-skinned as I thought I was.
That's been a real reality with this campaign.
Yeah.
I really thought I had broad shoulders.
Yeah.
Like I thought,
Right.
I can handle
take
a
that.
lot. I'm going to be okay, and I don't really care what people think. I
Right.
love Jesus,
Yeah.
and it hurts.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
it's
does
not
hurt.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not fun. I don't like it. I
I
don't
know.
like it, and I'm not nearly as tough as I thought I was.
Yeah.
And I was like, like
Remember
this is,
the Sandler training
Oh,
that,
oh.
Your opinion of me doesn't bother
Yes.
me. And right? And you're like, of
But it
course
does.
doesn't bother me. And then somebody
yeah.
says something and you're like, okay, well that hurt.
Yeah, it hurts.
Ah.
And or
But-
when I don't get support from somebody.
Yeah.
Like and that's things
Like-
that are happening now. Like I
Yes.
thought I would have this person's support.
Yeah.
And I, share my platform and I think it's all amazing.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like, I'm going to go with the other guy. And you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's so good. It's so
Yeah.
humbling.
Right.
And I probably needed it because I think I've had so much success with LifeWork
Yeah.
and my family and all the stuff, and we've been so blessed.
Right. There's
all the
so many
stuff.
good things. Yeah.
And I think I got maybe a little cocky, and all of a sudden this campaign is humbling. Very,
You
very
have to
humbling.
give yourself like you're doing something new that you know anything about, and it's not about success. Doesn't say that you have to win.
Right.
Success is about what you're learning and what God's doing in your life. So
Anybody
I'm
wants
for
to be,
you.
If anybody wants to be humble, just run an election. It's
Yeah.
just very, very humbling. So, but it is good learning. But it has been a lot of mishaps and big mishaps,
Yeah.
which that's been hard for me because I think I've been at LifeWork now so long on the career side that not that we don't make mistakes, but like I'm in a kind of rhythm and it's
Right.
just kind of
Right,
there.
right.
And so yes, we can do better, but there's not major mishaps.
Yeah.
That are happening in work, and my kids
Right.
are kind of out, so
Right.
Lord
There's not
willing,
major- yeah, exactly.
But
Little
I
stuff.
felt like I was kind of like, okay, and then I
Yeah.
stepped into this, and I'm like, oh, holy mishaps! I mean,
Yes.
big time mishaps that I am just misspeaking, and then they'll call me on the carpet. Like I had to speak at an event the other night, and I said something, and my data wasn't right, and it wasn't, but I thought it was. I thought
Yeah.
it was what somebody told me. And I regurgitated it, and I never fact checked,
gosh.
and I got called on the carpet. And you're like, oh my God. I mean, I'm just fumbling my
Yeah.
way through this, truly,
Yeah.
which is a lot of mishaps, but
But I mean, it's like you're going from, crawling to walking
Yes.
to running.
Quickly.
I mean, that is how many times do you have to fall
Right.
to get that right.
Yeah,
So,
it's
yeah.
lots of
I'm
mishaps.
proud of
but-
you for
Well, it's
doing it.
Fun. It's fun, but it's a lot of mishaps. Like, those will be my mishaps now for the
You're
next couple of months.
inspirational.
Oh, I don't know about
Yeah.
let's get through it.
We have to do one of our things about reviewing our goals.
I think we have it coming up.
We do?
If I looked ahead on Monday, your favorite,
Monday.com, my
we
favorite.
had I think we had your word for a while we reviewed, and then a couple episodes later we reviewed my word. Like
Oh,
we
good.
set it up in
Okay,
there.
yeah.
So I think we have them coming
Yeah.
up.
I need to start thinking about my goals again.
We're getting there. That
know.
time of year.
I know. It's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Well,
big mishaps.
Yeah.
So we're done pretty much with leadership, which is great.
Yep.
Let us know what you think.
be live.
And then we'll have a live, which we're just going to try to ask the people that are at the live session their thoughts on leadership, leaders that have impacted them, and learn from them.
Yeah.
And then we start
Their
up
impact. Then we
season
start up
3.
Season 3.
So-
It's craziness.
I know, it's exciting.
Yeah. It's very
Good.
cool.
All
All right. Here we go.
21.
Cheers.
Out.
21.